What's up, everybody? This is Rose with Boxing Pills, and today it's such a great day to analyze actually the fight Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallin. I can tell you has been one of the most incredible fights I've ever seen, and if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. And has been a fight where I think both men won. We have seen a war inside the ring going on for 12 rounds. One of the commentators say the square of truth, the ring. And we saw just two men wanting to win at every cost. And I believe at the end of the day, they both were victorious. Fury was victorious because he won, of course. But also the reason why he was fighting was great because up until 4 years ago, actually, this man was the best heavyweight on the planet. He defeated Klitschko. Actually, the heavyweight division was relying on him. And at the end, he didn't know how to navigate life properly. And he just got lost. He was, just completely drug abused. He was 400 pounds. He had lost any will to live. And despite that, despite going into this black hole, he actually managed to come back. And now he wants to be the best again, be the world champion, to actually demonstrate that you can defeat mental health, that don't have to be afraid to speak about it, and you can still achieve a lot of things. So his reason was great. And on the other hand, we have Otto Wallin that was super victorious on this fight. Yeah, he lost on point, but doesn't matter. He had a number one performance with a person that is rated by many as the number one heavyweight in the world. Now people are always going to put Otto Wallin into the heavy league of heavyweight. And he got the credit he deserved. Really kudos and a round of applause for this guy, for the amazing performance he put on against Tyson Fury and the respect he got from the audience. Because everybody was actually thinking, this guy has just been chosen by Tyson Fury to make quick bucks, he's just not going to last even 1 or 2 rounds. And it's not that people didn't believe in him. They were completely not taking him into consideration, and they were so wrong. And that's the reason of Otto Wallin. He went inside there to show, hey guys, hey boxing fan, I'm out there, I belong with the best, I want to stay with the best, and I'm going to prove all my doubters wrong tonight. And it's exactly what he did, and that was an amazing fight. And plus, probably another reason I will be discussing later in another video is that one of the reasons why the performance was so great and he got so over the top is because he wanted to make his father proud of him. Because his father passed away in May, and he say, you know what, I'm gonna do it for my dad. I'm gonna make him proud of him, and I think this was the main reason propelling Otto Wallin to the performance of his life. And I honestly think wherever his dad is, he's greatly proud of his son. And again, compliments Otto if you maybe will be watching this video. Who knows? So, but let's go into fighting analysis, okay? Because, we have actually 12 rounds. Round 1, 2, and 3, already we say that something isn't quite wrong. Fury, it's actually a guy that you always, tends to be on the offense with his super unorthodox style. But, this time, he actually couldn't really do it. There was something like, maybe he was studying Otto Wallin. Maybe he was a little bit disoriented by the southpaw performance of Otto Wallin, his great footwork, his great body movement. I know that he knew something about it, but in my opinion, he was underestimating Otto too much, and this actually got seen in the first 3 rounds of the fight. I would say the first round, it definitely goes to Otto. He put some good body shot and some head movement and some head shots. The second and third, the judges, they gave it to Fury. But then, the third, it's actually where the whole game and the whole fights actually got changed. We have all of a sudden a left hand by Otto Wallin that catches Fury right into his eye and opens a cut of 2 inches and even longer on Fury's eye, and Fury just dripping blood all over her face. From that moment on, from round number 3, we see Fury having only one eye. And it's a very dangerous and very nasty cat, because I mean, it got seen over the course of the fight by the physician standing at ringside, because I mean, the fight could have been stopped from a moment to another, because Fury was gonna be declared unable to fight, and so was gonna lose by TKO. I think Fury was well aware of this risk and was well aware that it wasn't gonna be an easy night as he was supposed to be having. So we see actually a really change of style into the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th round. I mean, I don't know why from that moment on, the fight actually starts to go on the inside. I mean, I've seen, honestly, very few fight on the inside, but we see actually 2 heavyweights, and you were not expecting that, because I mean, Fury, his job was actually to cover his eyes to prevent him from getting worse, because Otto Wallin was extremely satisfied of Tyson Fury's cut, and he said, okay, I'm just gonna work on there. And I mean, for me, he hit also where the enemy was going to be expecting it. Okay, you are right to hit on the damaged area, but you should also work more on the other part of the body. He did, of course, but not to the extent maybe I would have wanted him to. Maybe the fight would have gone in a different direction, I don't know. But I mean, actually you have Walling trying actually to hit on Fury's eye, Fury covering, but you know, Fury actually goes on the inside, try to hug Otto Wallin, and is actually constantly leaning on Otto Wallin. So we have actually a 245 pounds man leaning on Wallin and making him very tired. Okay, that's actually what happened. And then I mean, from round 7, 8, 9 and 11, we actually see a really change of style. I mean, because Tyson Fury realized that Otto Wallin was gonna get fatigued by having all this weight and 7 rounds of boxing performance. I believe Fury was less fatigued than Wallin because he saved himself the first round. He was more on the defense. So he say, I have to end this very quickly because, I mean, I have only one eye. If he hits me well another time, I mean, the fight is over. So we actually see Fury unleashing himself in all of his elegance, in all of his class. I mean, the great footwork, the fake movements, the orthodox style. And Otto Wallin got a hell of a test. I mean, he's probably one of the strongest chin in the heavyweight division for sure. So we got 2 tests. The performance test passed and the chin test also passed. I mean, we see actually Tyson Fury hitting Wallin with good, extremely good body shot from the inside, some really good head shots, but Otto Wallin is still standing. I mean, as I said before, no one of the 2 men goes down even once from round 7, 8, 9 and 11. I mean, round 12, it's probably one of the most beautiful rounds in boxing because, there are no more rounds, right? So fighters have to give everything they got left and even more. And that's actually what happened. I mean, Tyson Fury isn't very lucky with round 12, is it? I mean, before actually got knocked down by Wilder and was actually, people thought he was dead and he got up. And this time, actually Otto Wallin just all of a sudden got a second wind, and Otto Wallin got a second wind, and I mean, he just managed to hit Fury very well, and because, I mean, he wanted actually to win the fight, so, I mean, the 12th round was won by Otto Wallin. So then the bell rang to the judges, which rightfully said that, Tyson Fury won on points. But as I said before, they both won, and, I mean, I'm sure we are gonna hear from Otto Wallin again. I mean, this guy deserves the top heavyweight spot, and for sure there is going to be a rematch. And I mean, I love the match. Please, guy, go watch it. And I mean, another thing, if you like the channel and you like the video, please help the channel grow. If you like boxing, subscribe, hit the bell button so you don't miss anything, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.